Counselors, I am so glad that you're here. Today we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of being an elementary school counselor. That's what we're going to talk about today. I just wanted to say that the next video is going to be about middle school. Maybe you don't know this about me, but my husband is a school counselor too. Isn't that crazy? Yes, we love it. Long story short, I told him like, hey, let's interview you as well. So that's going to be the next video. And somebody asked me in one of the videos about books for elementary. I have to do another video about that. It's coming up soon. Okay. I'm going to try to compare and contrast pros and cons at the same time to different perspectives of the same thing. Just keeping in consideration that depending where you're working at, your population, your demographics and everything, and your school district might change what you're doing. Okay, the first one that I want to say, if your love language, it's a physical affection or physical touch, elementary is for you. That's a pro for me because I love hugs and I love physical touch and I love the letters and the love of the kiddos and how they make you feel. And it's like you are a rock star, like a really rock star. Everybody loves you. Once you connect with them, it's adorable. In the other behalf, a con could be if you don't like anybody touching you, if you don't like germs or boogers, or you're obsessed about germs, elementary is not for you. Because a con is that the students will sneeze on top of you, they will cough on top of you, they will touch their boogers all the way up, and then they will touch you or your clothes. Or you might find stuff like you're like, ew, what is that? I don't know what it is. You need to have hand sanitizer, whatever you go. Those are realistic things. Like right now, I have my tissue over here because I'm getting kind of like a little bit like a cold. I don't know what it is. But you will get sick a little bit more often. You will catch up the stomach bugs or the stomach virus. That can happen in any level. The only thing, kids or children when they're young, they're not that aware. Even though they're grown up, they're aware, but they don't follow through. But that's a different theme for a different day. The other thing before we move on, subscribe and hit the notification bell. From 96% of you, we went to 94, so we're making progress. If you like this video, subscribe. That's how you can support my channel. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Crystal Santiago from Counseling Solutions by Chris on Teacher by Teachers or K&H Solutions on Etsy. If you're looking for counseling outfits, social worker outfits, and more. Okay, tip number 2. So you feel like young all the time. If you love like field trips or celebrations or parties or dress up, it's like you get super updated all the time with the trends, with the TikToks, with the videos, with the last toys or the toys reveal or the YouTube channels for kids or the last movies and they came out. So anyway, so you will feel like a young soul. That's the best way that I can describe it. In the other hand, I've seen a lot of middle school and high school teachers that they are very, very serious about everything and about life. I'm not judging anybody, but your workload is a little bit different. We live more in joy and making fun and having fun together and enjoying life and navigating all those feelings. So I guess our approach and our way to see life is a little bit different because maybe we have little bitty problems compared with what you have to deal every day, okay? So that will be pro. The con, I told you about the germs and I told you about the boogers and the sneeze and all of that. If you're not a touchy person, maybe elementary is not for you, okay? In elementary, you get to connect with the kids a little bit faster. You get to bond with them if you put effort. In middle school and high school, since they're growing and their hormones all over the place, maybe they will be a little bit meaner. We will have fights in elementary, but in middle school and high school will be big old fights. Disclaimer, depending on where you go, it's what's going to happen in your campus, but in elementary, people might think that, for example, consequences for kiddos. So a student punch you in high school, maybe you want to press charges or you do whatever you think it's right for you. And you feel like your students are going to have consequences. In elementary, depending on what's going on, since they're little kids and children growing up and learning how to cope with their emotions, or maybe they're coming straight from from school to pre-K or kinder first, you can get kicked, punch, they can bite you, they can throw stuff at you, they can swing, actually like swing to hit you or hit you. They can say stuff that you may think that only grown-ups can say, like vocabulary or language or cursing or horrible things that they want to do to themselves or towards you. And in your head, it's like, poof, why? It breaks your heart. You will get, so maybe you will get kicked and you may think, oh, it's a little bitty. He's not that strong. Mm-mm. Don't get confused though. They get very strong when the situation escalated to a certain point. They can be strong and fast and furious. And also you can have runners. So if you have runners in your campus and you're not willing to run chasing them, maybe elementary is not for you. And when I'm talking about running, you can run. I worked in a different district a certain time of my career, and running was a thing. Running, I remember my interview, one of the teachers asked me, are those your running shoes? And it was like, oh no, these ones are my interview shoes, but kind of they promoted me for what I needed to do in that campus and what were the needs of the campus. After the interview, they were very honest with me, and they told me what should I expect from the campus and the campus needs. And I decided, yes, I want to do it. And it was true. Yes, I did have to run. Right now, sometimes I do have to run. I'm not going to lie to you, but it will be maybe inside the building, maybe not going outdoors and running a couple of traffic lights. Chasing students. Yes, that happens in elementary. So take it in consideration. That could be a con. Honestly, that could be a con. And if you feel like you deserve respect and this and that, of course, we all deserve respect. But since they're little, there's going to be things that we are going to tolerate, and we're going to talk to the parents about it. And that will guide me to my next point. Supportive and unsupportive parents. Helicopter parents versus not helicopter parents. I think that's even in elementary, in middle school, and high school. You're going to have involved parents or uninvolved parents. You're going to have irritated parents, and you're going to have the same in the other ones. The only thing in elementary, same as middle school and high school, parents are going to try to, most of them, justify what their children did. And you're going to have another percentage of parents who are going to support you. And those are the ones that we love, the ones that support you, and they will work with you, and they will try the way to fix or address the situation at home and support the school. Okay, but that part is gonna stay even the same. Like, kind of, it's like, for me, I don't want to talk anything else about it. In elementary, you wear a bunch of hats and you're only one person flying solo. That will be a super con. I wish that we could have someone else to work with me day by day, not even part-time, full-time. Someone who can help you with your guidance lessons, with the responsive services, and with the planning, individual planning, because you're going to do 5th grade course selection. Depending on the district is how involved you're going to be in everything. Some districts are going to be like, maybe the middle school is going to handle everything. Where I'm working right now, you collaborate a lot, sending emails, planning, course selections, training kind of training the kids, giving them the options, providing all the possible things that they could do, contacting the parents, contacting back and forth, even though you're not the middle school counselor. So that part, like doing all of it, flying solo, and on top, if you work in a district where you have 504, you are the testing coordinator and you're the counselor, boom. It's like one person for 650 students, 671, 872. I don't know. Sometimes there's counselors who have like 1,000 students. It's one person. Versus in middle school and high school, you may have a couple of counselors supporting you. Maybe 350, maybe 400 students for you. That will be your caseload. In some districts, I know that middle school and high school counselors earn more money. That will be another con. In elementary, we will not earn that money. That's depending of the district. Every district works differently. The other thing, this is a pro. Recess duty. Recess duty, you get to escape your office. It sounds horrible, but it's not that horrible. If you're in recess, you get outdoors, you have fun, you can play with the kids, you can feel the wind blowing in your face, you can feel like you can breathe, you recharge, you bond with your kiddos, and you go back. But you're going to have morning duty, PM duty. You could have a lunch duty depending of their school or your school district. And then in Texas, they're working over this bill, 179, if I'm not mistaken. I have another video over that. where they're taking out all that counseling role. And then another bill is going to come up soon where we're going to have 300 students per counselor approximately. I hope that comes soon. So that will be a pro whenever it comes to reality. But so far, it's not a reality. So you're going to be a person flying solo in most of the cases and in most of the districts. The other part that I wanted to share with you, behavior. I already shared that with you. I think it's not the same thing receiving a fist bump or a punch from a big old 12th grade student rather than the little bitty, but behaviors. People may think that's a con. People may think that in elementary you don't have to deal with all of that. Oh, yes, you do. Okay? I feel the field trips, you get to enjoy that. You get to enjoy the dress up, the character days, the fun, the performances, the field trips, and everything. Parents are even. I feel like it's even. And in a certain way, I feel like in all grade levels, you see them grow. The only thing when they're little, it's like so cute to see them grow. And I don't know. I feel like elementary is like, I don't know, you feel the joy and the happiness of being a school counselor. The only thing is like, people may get confused. Elementary counselors tend to be bubbly, but we chose to be bubbly. That's an option. So if you're concerned about middle school or high school, you can be bubbly too. You can bring joy. You can bring light to your campus. It's just a decision. I know the circumstances are way different. I worked 1 year in high school, and I didn't like it here. In Puerto Rico, I used to teach middle school and high school, and I loved it. When I transitioned here, I didn't like it at all. I was like big old problems, small little bitty problems. Even though they will break your heart because they're little and there's like outside of their circle of control, and you're like, oh, this cutie cow, it's like, it's heartbreaking. But you are gonna love it. I am in love with elementary school counseling. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to give it a try. I feel like as a professional, I think I have to give the opportunity to myself to move on one day, not today, not tomorrow, not next school year, but maybe 1 year to middle school, maybe transition to high school, experiment and try them all, and make my own judgment. As a teacher, I used to, like I said before, in Puerto Rico, I used to do middle school and high school. I used to do elementary. By that time, I didn't like elementary at all. And when I moved, elementary and then high school, I was like, whoa, elementary. That's what I like. Let me know under the comments down below if you made it to the end of this video. Subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and I will be giving away in my next video this book, Piece by Peace. And I hope to see you soon. Mwah! See you next time. Bye. Oh, let me know your questions under the comments down below. Bye.